So in this class, we're gonna see like what is replica sets and starting in MongoDB. So normally we know like we'll be using replica set in case of disaster recovery and high availability. These things we will be using these things like replica sets and starting. So in SQL Server we have like always on high availability mirroring these concepts, right? So same like that we are having here like replica sets and starting. So each things will vary. So how the replica set? So do you have any idea like what is a starting, what is a replica set before getting dive into this? Like, do you have any idea what what is a replica set? What does the starting means?
See, for sharding, you explained last time in initial class itself, but replica sets and all, I know. Okay, like it's the same copy of another set. Like we have the another VM, like two replicas, three replica of
Yeah.
primary, second, having the same
Mm,
data.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's replicated
So
via
yeah,
the
as you
blocks
have
and all.
understand it is correct. Like replica set is nothing but all the node will be having the same set of data. Whereas in case of threading, the data will be in a distributed mode. The data in the all node will be different because one thread will be having some amount of data and other thread will be having this other amount of data. Like how we are doing the partition in a single node, same like that we will be making the data as a chunk in a different modes. So that is the process called stacking. So here I have
Mhm.
given you the difference. So this purpose of replica set is high availability and data residency. So like in case of any in case like your primary got corrupted or these things means your secondary will be acted as a primary so that there will be achieving the high availability. So that's the thing for the replica set in MongoDB. So same like a starting, like if we are working with a large amount of data sets, like if we are having a huge amount of data, you can able to keep scaling your means you can keep adding your nodes horizontally and you can do the horizontal scaling and you can increase the data and you keep the chunks in the different things and you can maintain a large amount of data. So starting concept will be only applicable if we are maintaining a large amount of data. Let's take an example of Amazon. So in case of Amazon, you can able to see they are maintaining a variety of accessories. Like they are doing for electrical applicants. They are doing for their means they doesn't have anything because they are having everything. Like they have applications for mobile applications, then electrical applicants. Then if you come with the clothes things, it is there. Then cosmetics things, it is there. So they have wide range of data. Though they in case of Amazon, they will be keeping their data in a standard manner. So they will be doing that thing only. So here the data copy, all members have the full copy of same data. Each stat contains subset of the data. Number of nodes will be three or more, one primary and two secondary or two plus how many secondary we can keep and we can maintain the same set of data. Whereas here we can have the multiple stats. Each can be a replica set. So this thing I will explain you. Each can be a replica set. What does it means? Like I will explain you. So all data is available on each node. So every all the node will be having the data same. So that's what all data is available in each node. The query is routed to the relevant start based upon the start key. As I said, like start key based upon the start key, the data will be find out and it will be retrieved to the client. So if you go and remember our first class, I have drawn a diagram and I have explained like how the starts works based upon the start key.
Mm.
So this automatic failover, it will be automatically failover if primary server is shut down or anything. It will be directly failover to the next reachable, like based upon the next reachable and the server with high latency. It will automatically choose that as a primary and it will be start sending the data to the client. So there won't be any failover the isn't required. So here does not inherently provide the failover. So there won't be a failover. There won't be any failover like if we are not using any replicas.
Mhm.
So disaster recovery is for large scale data management. So these are the things. So let me get a deep dive into this, like how a primary will works. So the primary will be having a three node, like one is a primary node that will be handling all write operation, then secondary node that maintains the copy of the primary data. Like as we have seen, like a two node, you have worked like always in availability SQL Server. Like there will be having a two server. One will be the primary and other will be the secondary. So what are the transaction will be happening in the primary will be synced into the secondary and it will be in a synchronizing manner.
Mm.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just to pop up with me, like if you are means if you are saying anything means I can able to respond. Like so, same like that. Only we are also we are having the primary and secondary node. The arbitrary node it is optional. Like if you want to create an arbitrary node, you can create, but that is not actually needed. So why we have the arbitrary node means this arbitrary node does not hold any data. This arbitrary node will have the configuration of your all the DBs. Like if you are having a primary, secondary, and two secondary means it will be having the IP and host name of these details and server related details in this arbitrary node. This
Yeah,
arbitrary
yeah,
node
got
will
it.
be
This one same like a witness server we have. We will not
yeah
go
same same
usually
same
with
same
witness
same thing.
server. Yeah,
SQL
yeah.
Server,
So
like it won't having a holding any data. It will just elect which secondary instance to be the next primary. So it just involved in the election process. So this election process in MongoDB is handled by the arbitrary node. So
mhm.
that is optional, but most of them won't use that arbiter node. So this is the diagram. Like client will send the read write request to the primary directly. So it will be replicated to the secondary log using the log called op log. OP log. OP log is nothing but an operational log. Like the same in SQL Server, we will be having the transactional log. In MySQL, we are having the binary logs. So these logs will help in taking the transaction from the primary and it will move to the secondary, right? So same like that
Mhm.
procedure here, the op log will be involved. So once the client write or read, but basically any read or write request will be transferred to the primary. But there is also an option we can forcefully send the read to the this secondary. This secondary, like we can forcefully send the connection to the this secondary, any one of the secondary. So for that we will be for that that need to be done from the client end. So in the client, while they are running, writing a code, they need to give the read preference. So if they give the read preference as a secondary means that read can be happen in the secondary database in spite of the primary.
But
So
why it is on client side configuration? We have to put it, or the server also we can write
yeah,
it,
yeah,
right?
yeah. In the code I have mentioned below. I have mentioned below. So I will give you like why I will let you know. So client, as you know, the client request. So once the client send a request, the MongoDB is the process that will be capture the request from the client. So this is the daemon, internal daemon that will be handling the client request, MongoDB. So MongoDB will receive the request from the client and it will send to the replica set via the connection string. So once the MongoDB sends the request to the primary node, so it will route all the write operation and it also can read based upon the read preference setting. You see, like based upon the read preference setting, the primary node can read. So the MongoDB, the primary MongoDB instance process all write operation and some read operation by default. Replication, the secondary MongoDB instance continuously replicate the op log. I said right, same like a transactional log. We are having the operational log. So from this operation log, the data will be moved to the secondary database, secondary instances. So here the read operation by defaults the reads go to the primary. You can configure the read preference to allow reads from the secondary. So in replica set, all write operation will go to the primary. You can change the read preference. There are different kind of read preferences there. Primary, you can give the read preference as a primary. There is a default. For default, you don't need to give anything. It will just directly go to the primary. So if you are primarily focused on a primary focus, so sometimes the secondary does not have the data up to date. There may be a stale data, like the data is not up to date, that is out of date, like some of the data is not, it is asynchronous kind of replication only, it is not synchronous kind of replication. So at that case, like what happens means like the secondary, right? The secondary will get it's having the stale data. So that time some requirement comes and you need to give the primary preferred so that the data will be read from only from the primary. If we give the secondary, it will read from the secondary, and if we give the secondary preferred, it will try to read from only secondary, not from the primary. And also like nearest means it will read from the node with the lowest network latency based on the ping. Either it's a primary or a secondary, which is having the nearest low latency and the data is available more. It will be started fetching from then if we give the nearest. So these are the difference of
Yeah, but
read.
this configuration should be done on the server side only, not the client. right? Because in
No,
SQL
server side.
also,
No. Because the query will be sent by the client, right? So here it will be
yeah, but
done from there.
irrespective, see, irrespective, query will be sent by the client only. But we have thousands of clients, suppose, okay? We cannot like ask everyone to change their configuration in coding, right? So this is should be done on the server side, because in SQL also we have the same primary, preferred, secondary, and these are all the options, and it is configured on the server side. Because if you check this one, I'm 100% sure this one, okay? And apart from backup also is there, we can put it on the backup preferences also. It should go and take from the secondary, so that the load will
Yeah,
be
that is
divided.
also we can do.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't heard, but we basically do that thing.
Yeah, yeah, just check, maybe you will get it. uh,
Driver from driver on only will be giving. By default, an application directs its AWS in the primary in the player, but client can specify read preference. Client can specify read preference. Can be consist of read preference, not tagless, primary, these things. So this is the thing. All the read preference mode except primary returns still data and secondary returns documents read preference. Okay, let us GPT itself. It can able to the MongoDB read preference and backup preference can be set in the server side for a replica set work differently in different layer of the system. Here's the how. It is not server side. See here, it is not set server side by default. It is set by the client or driver making the queries. Hello.
hmm.
Yeah, here if they mention right, it will be done on the this side only, client side only, not on a server side. This read preference.
Read member of replica sets as client read from example primary, secondary, nearest.
Also, we can run the backup in the secondary also. Like that won't be an on any conflict. But yeah, this read preference, these things and all will be sent from the client end only. So that's what I
Okay.
have mentioned here. Either in Node.js or Python or any of the driver they are using, they can able to connect.
Okay.
So that's the thing. The same like primary, secondary, and variable, like how the consistency, how it is low, these things. Pros and cons, like automatic failover and recovery is there in case of replica set. You can redundancy, the data redundancy is there for DR, and the read scaling. We can add the extra secondary node, and you can have the read at the scaling. Means we can increase the read performance by adding one more secondary node. Uh, like does not so write scaling. The write has been can happen only in the primary node only, so we can't help with the write scaling. So delayed replication, as you know, like it is asynchronous. So that's the thing your replica said. So starting as a concept, like we are giving our data in a multiple servers using a start key. So as I have said earlier, like there when the client send any request, the request will be going to the MongoDB. So here in case of starting, the request will be handling by the MongoS. So MongoS is nothing but a query router. It will route the query to the appropriate starts based upon the configuration. So config server, same like that. It doesn't have any data. It just store the metadata alone. So that is
Mhm.
also optional. So here this is how the starting works. Like if the client send any request to the Mongo S, if the it will see like if, for example, if you are keeping the data like 1 to 1,000 of user ID in start one, and 1,001 to 200 in start 200 2,000, like this means if you are giving any value between 2000 to 3000 means that MongoDB will find like okay this for before what to say before enabling the starting you need to start enable this user ID as a start key. So only,
Okay.
for example, if you are not if you not have created a start key on that user ID means you can't able to do the starting. Means the Mongo OS doesn't know like these things started, it's these things and all. It will just go and check
Yeah,
and it
this
will
is same like a index only this one. But see how
yeah.
many shard we can create in
Before
single single
creating a
node.
start key, you need to index this user ID. So after indexing user ID, then only you can enable that as a start key.
Yeah, no. But how
Yeah.
many
So
shard we can create in single node? Like we have three nodes, suppose same like
we
this
can
one.
have a
So
multiple stats. That's what I have said. Like for maintaining large amount of data, only we are creating a multiple means we are creating start. So we can have five
okay.
stat, six stat based upon your requirement, based upon how large the system is. Like
No, no.
we show
I'm
you the
I'm
manual.
I'm I'm, I'm asking. I have three nodes replica set. Suppose okay. I'm creating sharding now. Okay. So one shared like one node can have how many shared, then the second node how many shared, like that we can divide, or in single node
That's
itself
what
we
I'm
can
saying.
create
Like
more.
see, this is one replica set. Give me once again. So this is how it will work. The application, this is the router, and you are having two starts. So this is
These
one
two
replica
the-
set.
this
This replica
okay,
set
primary.
itself a one strat. This is another replica set. This is itself a another strat. So like that's what and it was mentioned in the first line. If you can see in the very first line, it has been mentioned. Each can be a replica set, multiple strats, and each can be a replica set. That is what here it has been mentioned. So this can be one. This replica set can be one strat. This replica can be another strat. So like that, we can have a multiple strats.
No, no, here, wait, please. Here, okay. This replica set means this is one always on cluster, this is another always on cluster, this is another,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Oh, it's a huge then.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It will be only works with a huge application. Like mostly, I believe like starting people use rarely only. Most of them will. Let me show how will most of the people how will they start means starting replica set. So basically, I haven't worked with directly with starting. I have worked with the replica set only.
Okay, okay.
So starting, so that's the thing. Like this is how like each strat is nothing but a replica set. So we can't create a start inside a replica set. Like we can create a start inside that, but a replica set is a start. So like that only we'll be creating. So if we sending any request, this primary and secondary will be having the data which is between the age of 1 to 1000, and this primary and secondary these things will be having the data between the age of 2000 to 3000. So based upon the query, it will directly connect to the primary and it will take the data and it will retrieve. So in case of if this primary got failed or any corrupted, this secondary will act as a primary and this primary will act as a listener port for this third one. So like that it will works.
Mm-hmm.
You understand this, right? Like this will be having a separate set of data which is different from this, but it will work same as a replica set concept only.
Okay. Okay. So it's a big concept actually.
Yeah.
High like huge data and all, and full high
So
availability kind.
have you checked like a project you are going to do is having the starting cluster?
I'm not sure, but they said they are
But
using like huge data for MongoDB and all. Okay.
like MongoDB is can use to create large set, but yeah, this is how it works. Database starting. So let me try to cover this like in the next class. Like I will try to install and I try to do something if like. But yeah, this is the concept.
So we have two kind of shading. This one vertical and horizontal.
Yeah, vertical means like increasing the particular size and right, increasing the particular resource like CPU, that memory, these things and all. In case of vertical, horizontal means adding extra multiple starts like 2 3 starts we can
Mm.
add and we can increase the database size. Otherwise we can
Mm.
have like in case of having 0 to 1000 we can have 0 to 3000 in a single start by increasing its storage and these things, memory, CPU, everything we can increase the resource by doing vertical scaling. Otherwise, if you want to do the horizontal scaling, like I'm going with the less CPU, I just don't want to invest on like what to say more number of resources means you can do the horizontal scaling. But considering me, it is better to do horizontal scaling in spite of vertical scaling. So vertical scaling, if you increase the CPU, these things means the rate will be high, it will get huge. But if you do horizontal means it will be like you can with the two CPU with a less amount of data you can run at very fast rate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is how the starting works. First, it will send the request to the give me a second. Yeah, first it will send the request to the MongoS. So from the MongoS, using the start key, it will route the data and it will return the data to the customer. So this config server, same like a arbitrary server, it doesn't have any data. It will be having the metadata like which start is having what kind of data, which is the start key. So these details will be there in the config servers. So mostly they won't be using this kind of things like arbitrary these nodes and all. They will be directly working with the 3 node cluster only.
Yeah, arbitrary nodes and all, like it will be license consuming one more node. We have to
Mm,
add just.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an enterprise
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah, and
So
this sharding and replica, both the concepts are covered only in the enterprise licensing or standard. Also, it is available.
no replica set. I have worked in a replica set. So I will today I will let you know like how will you create this replica set and also starting concept. It will involves the huge like we need more
No, no.
instance to
What I am saying is it like a standard licensing or
yeah, yeah, standard license
enterprise?
itself we can do. Starting is not like a what to say. Starting is not like a starting can be do
Even replica also both.
yeah, replica also same. Yeah, replica I will today in the class I will let you know. We can do the support starting. It doesn't need any community edition. Also we can do the starting and replica set. But the setup will be the huge one. That's what I'm saying. That I will try to figure this out.
No
You
license.
know,
See, license. If anybody is asking which licensing, like for SQL we have, okay, enterprise certain like features are covered. Okay, so we usually
yeah,
go
I
with
can
enterprise.
understand. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mostly enterprise only editions will be having only that always this what to say uh, it always on
Replica. Yeah, but here what is like in standard also covered MongoDB.
yeah MongoDB. That's what I have showed you right now. See, it will be this starting and the replica set will be supported by community edition itself. But with in standard in enterprise edition, you will be having the extra things like some extra features will be there. So futures in,
Mm.
if you go with the company, the data encryption will be there, auditing will be there, then this LDAP, that directory level authentication, then Automatic starting means it will, if the data get increased, means it will increase the start in the another zone. Then ops manager, of course, for monitoring, we will be using ops manager these things. Here and all, we need to use the, like I said, right, in Datadog and all, we need to configure these things and we need to work.
Mm.
So today I will let you know like how to create a replica set. So before creating, then the next class is the next thing is like how to configure a three-node replica set with MongoDB. So what is that like? One primary, same like a replication concept, like how we are doing always on high availability. Same like that we'll be doing here, like in a three-node replica set with one primary and two secondary. And I will let you know like how it works, and I will let you know like how to configure a three-node replica set. So first, these are the components required and prerequisite requires. So we need to have the three MongoDB nodes, which means like three EC2 instance or three VMware with a different host IP. But in all the three, you need to install the MongoDB same version. You need to install the same version and same configuration you need to maintain.
Okay.
So if you are using authentication, authentication is nothing but you remember like we have enabled the authorization as enabled. So if you want
Yeah.
to give more privacy, like authorization need to be enabled means we need to create a key file and we need to share the key file along the other two instance so that it will be secured. Like we can't able to directly log in using Mongo SH. You need to create a Mongo SH-u and admin. Based upon that only you can able to log in. So now I will going to configure. So if you see this, you can get a better idea. So first and foremost thing is you need to have a three MongoDB instance. So we have already one MongoDB instance. So I am going to create a two MongoDB instance extra.
Okay.
So I am going to create a Mongo test one. Like I am going to create a two MongoDB instance that I'm having in a Red Hat Linux, so I'm choosing Red Hat Linux. So all the OS should be same, all the version compatibility, everything should be same. So I'm going with a rel, and I'm giving the same work pair, same key pair for connection. So everything I have given, and I'm creating this. I'm launching this two instance, extra two instance. So first I'm opening my first instance. So I have. Have you worked in Mobile Extra?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have yesterday only I have done the installation of mobile extra. Like I found that is more useful while sending files.
Yeah. Mobile system are Excel also good.
Sorry?
Excel.
Yeah,
Excel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to give the host. Then what is the user? That's a username I need to maintain. EC2 user. Then I need to give the my key file. Sudo fni. Then systemctl start MongoDB. It started. Let me connect Mongo SS hyphen Uber admin and OTP. So it's connecting. So yesterday I have connected this. So here it is showing like this because I have enabled replica and I have tried. So it is showing like that. So for disabling this, I can go directly to the MongoDB.
etc. No.
I need to disable this. Okay. So that's all. Like once I have changed with this, I need to do the systemctl restart MongoDB. It will restart. Facing. Without stopping, I have done the everything is fine. I need to check whether any other process is running. Two processes running means I need to kill that process and I need to run. So yeah, here on process is running already. So I need to kill that kill 2440. Then I need to do the MongoDB start. Now I need to log in. Now it's logging in. Okay. So yeah.
Mhm.
So this is how the MongoDB cluster one is there. Now I need to go and check like I need to have the two other cluster installed.
And so far, we did not use the compass also, right?
Sorry,
Compacts, this compass.
Compass tool.
Yeah.
Compass tool, it's like a workbench only. So I will, if you want to cover, I will cover in the next class like how to install Compass. But mostly people will connect directly using this command line console only instead of connecting with Compass. So yeah,
Yeah,
so,
but I want to see that one because this GUI will be easy, so we can just connect from there also and see.
okay, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So this thing like Mongo test, yeah, it's already created instance. Here this Mongo, I'm naming this as Mongo 2. This is the another instance. So before proceeding with this, I need to install the MongoDB in these two instances as well. So I'm going to log in this instance as well. So I need to log into the both the instance and I need to do the installation of MongoDB in both. So same version 6 I have done. So same version I need to do. I will open the another instance with the. So here host is the same like for Mongo 2. What is the host? You need to give that name. Host, then EC2 user. Then I need to give the Mongo file. Okay. So now I need to do the MongoDB installation in both the things. So for that I need to go and I'm just giving MongoDB installation. So just copy this. So it's getting installed both of the things.
Okay.
So it's done, right? So installation, everything is done. So we need to system enable MongoDB and then systemctl start MongoDB. And I need to log in and see whether it is connecting or not. Mobile switch. So it's connecting. So same like that I need to do here. Systemctl enable MongoDB. Systemctl enable MongoDB. I need to start MongoDB. So I have done with the installation in all the three servers having the MongoDB installed. But in the first server only, I have enabled the what to say. I have enabled the authorization and I have created some DBs and collections. So once I have initiated the replication, all these things should be replicated in both the instance. Okay. So
Right.
in MongoDB, there is one thing is there, like if the primary is lagging behind the secondary, we need, if we restart the secondary instance, the lag will be reduced because it will do the fresh what to say, it will clear the log and it will do the resync automatically. Like in I believe like in other database I'm not sure, but it will take some
Yeah, yeah. In
synchronize
SQL also same, same. If it is lagging, we
automatically.
restart. Yeah.
Yeah, here also it will take time, but that is not that much as huge as other database like our relational database. Like for example, in MySQL and all, if we need to, if we are going to, if the replication is breakage again, we need to restart. Means we need to give the binary log path, location, everything. We need to mention all these particular stuffs. But in case of
Mm.
this, restart that particular MongoDB instance means it itself will do the sync and everything it will do. So there is no anything is needed. So once I
Yeah,
have
the same thing.
installed
Yeah,
the
same thing. Yeah, also.
once I have installed the MongoDB, now the second thing I need to ensure all these three nodes should have enabled the 2701 port access each other. So from this node I can able to connect this node. From this node I can able to connect this node. So all these nodes should have the inter-region port access of 27017. So this is the port access. So this access should be there in all the DBs. And also I need to mention these hosts in the host region of each node. So this is I will explain in the document that thing like how we need to do. So I'm go with the document. So once we have done with this thing, we need to whitelist port 2701 in all the security groups so that each node can talk to the other two on port 207. So I'm going with this second step. So I'm going to whitelist here. So I'm going with the first node. I'm creating a two session duplicate session. I'm creating, it's nothing but another tab. So here in the one node, I'm in security. I'm just a whitelisting. So I'm just testing the two nodes, the port access. So if you are using a VM, you need to have the port access of 2701 between all the nodes. So I'm going there, and in here I am just editing and I'm giving the instance name. So what is my MongoDB instance one? So in this instance, I need to give enable the 2707 for these two instance. In this instance, I need to enable for this instance and this instance. In this instance, I need to enable for this instance and this instance. So in number one, I'm going to do. So I need to copy this private IP and I need to whitelist here as a Mongo one. So again, I'm going to the Mongo 2. I'm taking this private IP and I'm whitelisting there with the port access of 27017. So once everything has been done, I'm just saving the rules. It's just saved. So now I'm going with the second instance. This Mongo test one. Same that in the security group I am going and I am going to edit this inbound rule with same like the above. So I am going to whitelist this add rule 27017 whitelisting. So these things and all we won't do. So like we will ask the client team to set up these in network connections, everything. We'll ask them and we ask them to give the three server with these network connections, with these listening things, everything they will do that themselves and they will provide us that support team, either the AWS team or Azure team, the Linux, like who is supporting the DevOps, they will do these things. From our side, we will just do the from the installation part. We will do the installation, and after doing the installation, we will do the configuration level changes, and after doing the configuration level changes we will do enable the replication. So these are the things we will do.
Mm-hmm.
Number two. So these both nodes is having the same means while creating I have given the same security group for these both. So what this thing will also be having the same security group. So in that security group I need to enable this Mongo 1. So what is the Mongo 1 IP? Mongo 1 IP is this. So I'm doing this whitelisting. 7017. So I have added the rules, I have created rules. Now everything is having the boot access. So now I need to, so I have done with the second prerequisite, whitelist the boot. The third requisite is like set up EC2 host, and in this file I need to mention my host. This is Mongo 1 and Mongo 2 and Mongo 3. So same like that I need to configure. So what I am going to do is I am going to configure this. So what is my secondary node? Sorry, what is my I need to take the private IP of all the three instance I need to give. So Mongo 1, what is this private IP? This private IP is 68. Okay, I'm just copying the 68 in Mongo 1, and then in Mongo 2, what is the private IP? This is the private IP 127. I'm just copying this 127 in Mongo 2. What is the private IP of Mongo 2? This thing 174. So I am just copying this as a 174. So what I need to give, I need to paste this in the etc under host. I need to paste this. So what I am going to do is I need to go into that place. So I am giving exit. Here also I am giving exit. Okay, start the session. Sudo -i. I'm going to this path. I'm just going to this path and I'm going to change the add this line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just copying this and I'm pasting there. I'm just pasting this. So same like this, I'm pasting in all the instances. Just giving the private IP and just giving the naming convention. I'm just keeping as a Mongo 1, Mongo 2, Mongo 3, any name you can give. Either you can give Mongo Test 1, Mongo Test 2, Mongo Test 3, whatever one name you want to give, you can give. So I'm giving Mongo 1, Mongo 2, Mongo 3, and I'm doing this escape. So I have
But you,
inserted it.
but you are giving private IPs, huh? Not the public one, huh?
No. We need to give the private IP because all that in a single VPC, right?
Yeah.
Within that VPC only it will be connecting. So we need to give the private only, not go with the public always. So same like that here I need to give the same thing like uh, I need to give the same thing in all the three nodes. I need to mention this. So on the third node, I'm going to do the same. So, so till here you are clear. Till this step you are clear, right? So
Yeah.
what I have done is I have taken a three instance and three VMware or EC2. I have done the MongoDB 6 installation. Once I have done the six MongoDB 6 installation, I have done the whitelisting of the port number 2707. Once this has been done, I have mentioned means I have given the naming convention for this post so that these three nodes should understand. Okay, these are the two posts that they are connecting. So once we have done with this, we need to create the key file for the internal authorization authentication. So all the member of the replica set must have the same key file. So this one you can create in any one of the instance. So as the primary instance I'm considering as a Mongo one, I need to create there. So I need to create this Mongo file there, and I need to share the same with the other two instances. Okay. So for that I'm
Okay.
just copying this and I'm creating this file in my first instance. I'm creating this thing. So already I have created. I guess I will delete the everyone I have created because I have done. I have created the setup. So this key file should be run with the MongoDB thing. We need to ensure
Okay.
that thing. So I will let you know. So the first step is like we need to create this thing. Like as mentioned in the document, like first we need to create a key file. So this command will help us to create a key file. So once I have created the key file, it has been created. Now if I go and look at the key file has been generated, but it is having the privilege this and this privilege. This privilege should be restricted. This privilege should be only the owner should have the read access. Other access should be disabled. So we need to follow that. So what is the thing I will do? I will give the owner permission. The MongoDB should be the owner. So this is the user should be owner of this file. So I have changed the owner. So once I have changed the owner, I need to change the permission as 400. I am just restricting the file access for this. So once I have done with this, I need to move this file to the other two instances as well in the same location, in the same /etc location. I need to transfer this file. So what I am doing is I am taking this file outside and I am just doing this. So for I am just doing my way. I am just copying this file. So these things and all, once you have created, if you ask the network team or DevOps team, like, hey guys, I have created one Mongo key file in this server. I just want this file to be there replicated in the other two server. You just do the ACP or do SSH for me, like that means they can itself do. Otherwise, if you ask them for access, like give me the ACP access and everything means they will provide us. So using ACP itself, we can directly move to these two instances. So here for me that I have tried using the PPK file, so it is not working. So in your
No,
case,
no,
they
no.
will.
Try SCP, or we can use rsync also. Both commands. SCP
Yeah,
hyphen r.
that's what I'm saying. That's a big process. Again, I need to convert the PPK file into a PEM, and I need to convert that PEM, and I need to mention here. So yesterday I have tried, and I really got stuck with that. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
we can do the SCP like if all the port access everything is there. So what
Okay.
I am same process, just I'm doing manually. In spite of doing between servers, I'm just doing the manually. I'm just taking it out to my local instance, and after that, I'm moving that into the corresponding folder. where I have kept this like this. Uh, चल भाई तो here it is. Yeah, delete. Okay. So this thing is like I'm just copying this Mongo key file and I'm keeping this in home EC2 user. So in the home EC2 user now it will be there. So now I'm changing the permission for moving the file from here to there. So once I have changing the permission there, while after moving there, you can change the permission. So now what I'm doing is now I'm going to. So in this I can able to see the Mongo key file, right? I'm just need to select this Mongo key file and I need to give the download. I need to keep mention the path where I need to keep. So in this path in the user thing, I'm going to create OK, so that it will be moved to there. So it has been downloaded. So if you go and see in my path, it will be there. See Mongo key file, it is there. The default site is like 1024 KB. So 1 KB, that is 1024 bytes. So once I have moved this, I need to move this to the other two server. So what I need to do is same like that. Here I need to same in that path. I'm going to move this thing like sudo -i, then cd home ec2 user. So in this path I'm going to move this. So same like that I am doing, just doing the installation, and where I have kept in the users the Mongo key file, and just I'm clicking this, and it's moving this uploaded. So if I give ls-ltr here, I can able to see. So it came here in the secondary instance, and then the another third instance. I'm just going to the same path. Same, I'm going to move this thing here. My network is worse. I don't know why this button is not working. Hey, why it is not showing?
क्या होगा बोल.
Okay, now it is working. So same in that path, I'm going to move this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move in this path. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do this file open. So it's going to upload. So once it's uploaded, I need to move to the etc path and I need to change the permission. So
Okay.
here, let's say here it came. Now I need to move to the etc path. Move this file. Remove this file to the etc path. So once I have moved this file to the etc path, I'm going to the etc path, and if I give ls here, I can see this file here. Now I need to change the owner permission and the file permission. I'm changing the owner from MongoDB for this file. I'm just giving pasting this. So I have changed this str mode 400 for this. Okay. So same like that.
Okay.
Here I
No, you are in different path, not in etc. You are changing here itself first.
okay, no issue. We can move right. So anyhow,
Yeah, yeah. etc.
so it's done. So all the three instances having the Mongo key file, and all them are having this what to say with the permission of read only for the owner and also the MongoDB as a owner of this. So once we have done the shared the key file, we need to stop the MongoDB instance in all the thing, and we need to do the configuration level changes. So this is our next step. So what is our next step? Once we have done with this, we need to edit the configuration file. So for editing the configuration, we need to add this line. So why we are giving the 0.0.0 means this server should listen from any of the IP it is hitting off. So we are giving 0.0.0.0. So we need to edit this in our configuration file. So for that, we need to stop the MongoDB and we need to edit this. Okay. So for stopping this, first we need to go to our primary and we need to give systemctl stop MongoDB. So once we have done with this, we need to go to our configuration file. So once we have gone with the configuration file, we need to edit this. We need to just have the key file, the same key file, and also we need to have enable the replication, the replica set name, and also before this replica set name should be the same across all the three instances. If you are giving rs0, it should be rs0. If you are giving rs1, you are giving it should be rs1. Whatever the name you are giving replica set name, it should be same across all the three nodes. So once we give it the net thing port thing, then we need to give the escape semicolon wq. So once you have done with this, now you need to restart the MongoDB. So restart MongoDB. So it has been restarted. Now if we give Mongo sh hyphen u admin, it will ask for the password. You can able to connect. Previously I have configured to show it is like a secondary. So if I give MongoDB, so the Mongo sh directly means it won't be able to connect.
It's connected.
It's connecting. Give me one second. It will connect, but it won't do any operation like this. See, we can able to
Hmm.
connect, but we can't able to perform anything.
Okay.
See, I have created a database Ajay. That thing also I can able to delete. So DBs also. Everything is restricted. That's the thing.
Okay.
So if I exit and if I connect using admin means, enable to so it is not there. So if I have created the database, that is also not to reflected here. So Yeah, this I have enabled the authorization here. So same like that I need to do in all these two instances. So first this instance I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the, I'm going to stop the MongoDB in both the thing. So once I have stopped with this, I need to run the, edit the DNF file. Same like that. First one. So I will command this. I will just copy paste from there and I will paste here. What I will do is I will copy here and I will paste here. I will copy these lines. I will paste. So same thing you need to give in all the files, right? All the instance, right? So you can copy paste directly. So same like
Yeah.
that. Here also you need to give the same. So here also I have disabled this thing. Now I need to start the database. So what I need to do, systemctl restart MongoDB. So if I do restart means this won't restart. It won't restart. So why it won't restart? That well I will say. So you will face some error. So what will you do? You will go and you will check the cron. Like you will check the log. Like what is the exact error? You will check in the error log. So you have changed the authorization and you face this error. Okay. So this is the error line you are getting. So if you, what is the error it is showing? Read security file failed. At the error, it is showing error opening this file. It is showing this file is a bad file and it is can't able to open this file. So
Mm-hmm.
what it is can't able to access the key file. So it is showing the error. So why this is due to is by defaultly this SC Linux is SC Linux. We need to check that SC Linux is enabled. So if that SC Linux is enabled, we need to stop that temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Linux is nothing but a security enforcement for a Linux environment. That's that. So what this security environment of Linux, this thing will do means that will consider that Mongo key file as a bad file. So what we need to do is we need to ensure that so we need to temporarily disable this and then we need to restart. It will restart. Okay, I'm just temporarily disabling this. Okay, and I'm just doing the restart. It will start. If I give systemctl status MongoDB means it will start. See, it has been started. Correct. But this is not a proper way in case of production environment. So in case of production environment, if we give this set enforce 0 means it will be like a security violation or security authorization, these things. So for this thing, we need to run this command. So what this command it will do means it will mention. So if we run this command means what this command does means it will let know the SC Linux that this Mongo key file is related to the MongoDB data direct data file. So you just consider this as a MongoDB, like you consider this file as a MongoDB file, and you just consider this while starting the process. You just consider this file also as a MongoDB file. Like that, it will let us know the AC Linux thing.
Mm-hmm.
So to run this thing, for the running this, you can disable, you can enable this now. You can enable. So what you will do is you can stop this thing and you can enable the SC Linux. If you give one means it will enable the SC Linux, and you need to run the command which I mentioned in the document. If you run this command means it will let us know the MongoDB, like this thing is the related to MongoDB file. Then that you can do the restart. It will again, if you do the restart means it will do the restart now. If you give the systemctl status means you can able to see the MongoDB is running. So same like that you need to do here as well. You need to run that particular command so that it will, sorry, you need to run this command. So once this command is run, then you need to do the systemctl start restart MongoDB. So once this thing done, MongoDB can able to, we can able to connect the Mongo SH. Okay, you got my point.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
till we have done, so till this we have done the installation. We have shared the key file. Then after sharing the key file, we have changed the configuration. Once we have changed the configuration, we can connect the thing. Now we need to
Mm.
install the replica set. Okay. So for initializing replica set, this is the command we need to initialize. Okay, rs.initiate. We need to give the IDs or replica set name, and then you need to give the members. Host is equal to, in case of Mongo 1, Mongo 2, Mongo 3, we need to give the IP. Okay, I'm just copying this
Okay.
notepad. I'm just pasting this, and I'm just replacing with this with the host name.
Okay.
I'm just changing the host name. This host name is here. In spite of Mongo 1, I'm pasting here. So in spite of Mongo 2, I'm keeping this private IP, all the private IP, which you have mentioned in the host. What is the host you have mentioned in the etc host? You need to mention that IP.
Okay.
So once you have done with this thing, yeah, you are all set to initiate the replica set. For initiating the replica set, you need to go to the primary. So same like a primary, you need to log into the primary. So sudo -i mongo sh -u admin. So once you have given this, you need to give the password for admin. So once you have given this, you have connected. Now if we give this command rs.initiate this thing, it will show error like it is already initialized. Because I said right, I have already done this thing. So if your thing is already initialized and you want to reinitiate, if you want to reconfigure, if you want to reconfigure this thing means you need to run these below commands. You need to reconfigure.
Okay.
So for reconfiguring, I have mentioned this thing below. Oh, this is the steps for reconfiguring replica set. So rs.cfg is equal to rs.reconfig. So you need to give this. So once you give this, it will show the current thing, current status. Currently, what is the thing it has been using? It will currently show the status. Current status it will show. Once it has been
Mm.
showing the current status, you need to run the this command. Like you need to run the same like that. So in place of this, you need to give the same host number. You need to give. You need to give the same host thing. The first one will be the same. The second one will be the same. The third one will be the same. So once you have mentioned this, you need to copy and you need to paste here. So what it will do, it will reconfigure. If we give means it will identify the new host as the primary and secondary, these things it will do. Okay. Now what you need to do, you need to now check the, if you check the status means you can able to see this. So you are applying the config, you are set the configuration. If you give rs.reconfig means, so this is the configuration you set. You are saying this like configure these members as my primary, secondary and the third, like this you are saying, and you are applying this
Okay.
configuration. New
Let me check
configuration
the.
should we have one writable, run on writable primary, currently state is secondary. So this is secondary, so we need to change this. So what it is saying, this should be run on the primary only, but you are running
Mhm.
this in the secondary. Like that, it is giving me the error. So what I am doing
Mhm.
is I am trying to running this force true. Let me check if it works. If it is not works, we need to check with the GPT. It will work. Yeah. If you give force true means it will work. Now if you give rs dot status means you can able to see.
Still secondary.
See primary.
Where is that?
Change this. Huh?
Where is primarity showing?
See in config it showed like that, right? So I have cancelled the session, exited the session. Secondary I exited the session and again I have connected. See it is showing primary.
Mm.
So
Okay.
from here you can able to connect the other secondary. So if you give mongo sh hyphen host, then you need to give the host or private IP. So what is the private IP of the second host? This one, right? So I am just checking with this thing. So if I am going to check this thing means, if I give hyphen u admin means the same user. If I give like that means I can able to view that thing. What are the database in the primary? It will be there in the secondary. So if I give show DBs means, see the DBs which you have created in the primary, it was there. I haven't created anything in the secondary, right?
Mhm.
See here also it is came as secondary. So this is how we need to configure replica set. So if you directly go to the, if you go directly go to this and you can connect means you can say, see now if you give Mumbai assets, it will connect as a secondary. See, this is my third instance. In here it is showing secondary. If I go to OD, this means it will be restricted because here I have enabled the authorization. So what I need to do is I need to give Mongo assets hyphen u, same admin user you can give, and you can log in as admin at 123 means you can able to connect, and if you give show DBs means you can able to list the DBs. So this is how the replica set works.
Mhm.
You're okay with this?
Yeah, yeah, fine. How to check here? I'm connected to which node now? Like secondary is there,
Yeah, it is
but
showing
not
secondary.
showing
It
host.
is showing.
Yeah, secondary it is
And
showing that the host
yeah,
name or
with the
IP.
IP only you will be connecting, right? Like with this IP only you will be connecting, right?
Oh, no, no. If I'm connecting from primary node, okay. How I know? If you go to primary and connecting to secondary, suppose which node I'm
Yeah,
connected now?
in primary you can't able to directly connect, right? You will be only by giving the host only you can able to connect, right? Without
Ah,
giving
okay,
the host.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, got it, got it, got it. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
So that's the thing. So if you connect to your primary, you are connected to your primary, and if you are giving status, you can check the replication status. Everything is fine or not. So there is one command called rs.status. In this, you can able to see the status of your MongoDB connections. So here it will show ID and name, health state. If health is one means it is healthy state, and also here in the state str is there, right? In this it will show like if it is not reachable means it will say not reachable or anything. So let me do one thing. I will what I will do. I will stop this third instance. I will stop the
Hmm.
MongoDB. Okay. Let me see what it is showing in rs.status. Okay.
Okay.
What I am doing is I am doing exit. I am doing systemctl stop MongoDB. So I have stopped. So I have stopped. So it is inactive.
Okay.
Okay. So if I give rs.status here means, see, it will show like this, not reachable or healthy. If it show like this means, and it will show the uptime. Uptime is zero, so you can understand like it is not connecting this in something. The something is there happened with this thing. You can able to understand. Okay, so
Mm.
based upon that, you need to go and you need to restart this. You go if you will
Mm.
come in, you will see this service was stopped. What you will do? You will do systemctl restart MongoDB. So once you have restarted thing, you will check the status. It will be running fine. Again, if you come here and if you see rs that status means, you can be able to see this was in a secondary. See,
Okay. Can we create one collection now in the primary and see it is replicating automatically?
yeah. Scroll up. Uh,
After this chat GPT, DeepSeek, our life become very easy. Otherwise, Googling and
yeah, it is
Google.
giving. Mostly that's what mostly most of the employees are trying to learn AI, Python script and AI these things, and they are trying to move into AI. Even what to say, prompting is also getting enlarged. AI prompting, like
Yeah.
how like how our knowledge is there in prompting a question to a AI and how we are getting the data. So that is also like it's kind of a big thing. It's now going.
Mm.
Mostly, yeah, AI overrules everything. But
Yeah.
what to say, we can't blindly trust this. Like for this thing, we can trust, but in case of doing production environment, we need to double check with the Google as well. We need to double check with the official document as well. Then only we can do. As it is a test environment, we are doing. But yeah, coming to this reality, handling the human errors and all, AI is a bit confusing.
Mm.
So there in Dubai, like everything, all the AI like are supported there, or
Yeah, it started. Most of the companies are start moving and implementing this AI. Okay.
bro, what
Now
to say?
nowadays,
In
all
my
these
previous
genetics.
organization, I have worked with the Google guy. Okay, regarding some dashboard preparation, like I have worked with the Google guy. So he came in and he is having the licensed version of ChatGPT that is provided by Google, and he is having his own Gemini. Gemini he is also having. If any error occurs, he's just going there and he's just doing that and he's just fixing error, tuck, 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 like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Here also they started most of the all GITEX and whenever it is happening, all AI related, all the not even government but mostly private sectors especially. Okay, this Microsoft, Google, Amazon, everything is here and
AI
so
makes
many.
sense.
Yeah. especially this bots and all, they are started using banks and all, especially. Okay, so
Hmm.
whatever like insecure data and all, they are like just started with this one.
Hmm.
Even government sector is not moving still, but they are under process. Like mostly they are going with the private clouds and all, instead of just trusting and going with the hybrid, even the cloud directly. They are not approaching, but they are started this one.
Okay. So it's showing count 100. I have created one in primary. I have created one collection database MyDB, and in that I have created a collection users. In the users, I have added 100 data. So if I see there, it will be there. So DB, so MyDB here it is created, right? So use
Hmm.
MyDB. So collect dot users dot see. Same
Hmm.
like that. Here in the third instance, if you go, it will be replicated.
Yeah.
So this is how it will works. And also I said, right, like in case of any syncing issues there, we just stop this third instance, and if this third instance is running behind lag, you can connect, you can check the rs status from here, wherever you want you can check the status. We give rs.status in any instance, you can able to see, like you can see here, it will show, and it will show the uptime, it will show the uptime. Uptime is nothing but it will show like how many how many lag is there. Does this have any lag or there anything you can check from this off time? Off time is nothing but the off lag time, the off lag transfer time, the off time date, which date it has been, which durable date, last applied wall time. So based upon this, when is this last applied? Based upon this calculation, you can take this and you can do the, you can see the lag, how much the lag is there. You can able to check here in the document itself. I have mentioned. If you go to the document, so this is for reconfiguring. Once you have reconfigured, you can check the status. So in the status, this off time date is the timestamp of last applied operation. So when the node received the last beat. So this is you can able to see, and you based upon that you can see like info message, if there is any replication lag, it will there. Health state one is healthy, zero is, and these are the parameters which we need to see check in case of RS status. These are the parameters you need to check. So once you have checked with this, if you find like if the uptime of the memory and uptime date of the primary and secondary is like, if it is like varying means, you can directly you can run this command in the primary. You can want to run means you can run in the primary. In the primary, you just log in and you just run this thing and you enter. It will show the time. Okay, this is the time. So all this having the same time, right? So this op time is means this operational log have the last updated till this time it has been updated in both the secondary. If you find this lag is like, if it is 7 and it is 8, like that means 1 hour difference, means you just stop this secondary instance, give MongoDB start, and you just restart this, or you can do the run the sync from operation.
Hmm.
Okay. Mostly if you stop and restart, it will work, bro. It won't be
Yeah,
anything
yeah, yeah.
because here I have given you, right? What if the replication lag is high? So steps to fix is, first you need to check with the log. So which you will find, first run the rs.status command, and you will find which which is getting lagged. If the instance 2 is getting lagged, you just go and you just check the log file of that particular instance, and you will find the error. And then after that you need to do the restart. So if you do the restart means it will resync from if it is stuck. Otherwise, if it is not resyncing means you just give the resync from which node you are going to do. Suppose if you are having a three node, one primary and two secondary, the second secondary node is behind lag and one secondary is in healthy state. And if you want to sync from that particular secondary node means you can run this command rs.sync from mongo to that mongo, which that is the name, that is the IP you need to give. if you're giving the secondary node IP means you need to give the secondary node IP, and you need to give the port number means it will get synced from, and then you can it will replace the empty state. If it is extremely behind means you need to stop and you need to delete. This is rare only. What it is showing means we need to stop the MongoDB, and then we need to delete all the files in the Mongo, and again you need to start. What it will do means it will do the initial sync from the first. It will do. Let me show you this here. Let us try. I also haven't tried, but this is the worst case. We can try.
Okay.
Let's assume like this is totally behind lag. So what it is showing is it is asking us to stop the MongoD, and once we have stopped the MongoD, once you have stopped the stopping stopping the instance, so we need to. So yeah, it has stopped the instance. Now MongoDB has been stopped. Now what it is saying, it is going asking us to clear the files in this folder. This folder is nothing but our data directory. I said right in the first class where lib mongo. So this is our
Yeah,
data
yeah.
directory. So we are going to this data directory and we are removing all the files from here.
Yeah, if it is a small DB and all, it is fine. But
Yeah,
big,
that's what I'm saying. Mostly worst case we won't do this. That's what I'm saying. We'll just restart and it will get synced up. So we are going to remove all the files. I'm just removing all the files, and then I'm just going to start this. So it is saying like it will do the initial sync like that. Let's see whether it's doing or not. When I have given the start command, it started. Now I log into the server and I will see whether it has been synced or not. Yeah, it is get synced. So this is worst case, but mostly we will do the stop and start. And also in MongoDB, if it is also a huge data, it won't take that much minute. We can have a maintenance of 2 hour, and within that 2 hour we can able to do. It won't take that much time.
okay.
So
And
yeah,
what about see? Suppose the primary is crashed. Okay, something happened.
it
Primary
will
is
be get
crashed.
automatically. It will be getting automatically. So let us assume. Let me stop at the primary, and let us see like what it will happen. The other secondary will promote it as a primary.
Yeah, let's see that one.
CTL stop. MongoDB.
Yeah, start.
Oh. So it stopped. Now let's see what is the how is the primary, secondary has been responded. Either it has been. So this is considered as a primary. It will do the automatic failover. If anyone is
Mm-hmm.
down, the secondary which is closest and which is nearer and which latency is good and which is in a healthy state. Based upon that confirmation, it will select the node and it will consider that as a primary and it will start working. If we give rs.status, you can see still able to see the node 1 that is considered as a primary, but it will be there as a not healthy state like that. See, not reachable or healthy. So once
Yeah, but
again,
we cannot like prioritize like which secondary to be primary, like in
no, bro,
case of
no,
the
bro. So that is a worst case. Why I'm saying is like if you promote like this, that particular secondary is not that much in a healthy state, or that is not also it's in a good state, and the data is not there, and data availability is not there. And that case, what will you do? So
Mm-hmm.
that only this process will be handled by MongoDB. That this automatic failover. Regarding this automatic failover, we need to worry about. So same like that in SQL Server as well, right? We can
Yeah,
enable the
yeah,
automatic, like manual failover is also there, like automatic failover also there. And automatic failover, if primary down means which secondary is in healthy state, it will move automatically, right? So same like that.
yeah.
So now I am going to start this. So once I have started this, this will be same the okay. So this will be the secondary. Okay, now this is my new primary. This will be my secondary. If I give rs dot status means still this thing. So if I want to step down, I want to step down this what to say, I want to step down again that node as my primary means I need to give rs then like failover concept. If I give step down means what it will do, it will make that other node as a primary. So it again will come as a primary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good.
So this is how the failover concept, these things, automatic failover and the manual failover. If you are suppose let's assume like if you are doing any activity, upgrade activity or anything in the primary means, if I give rs dot step down, so that this node will become the secondary and this node will be become the primary, and you can do the patching here. And once done with the patching, again you can do the fallback. So like that you can work.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the rs that step down command, so which is you can do. So resyncing by, so I said right, the resyncing by deleting the file in this thing. So it's a four screen operation, but you need to do this safely. So we don't need to do this in a primary node. First of all, do this only in the secondary that is lagging and fail to catch up. This process involves full resyncs, take minutes to hours. So your replica set name, your variable and configuration file. Uh, you need to ensure these things should be there while restarting. While you do the restart and close screen, you need to ensure like your data path should be this and your MongoDB configuration should be this. These things should be need to ensure, and you need to evaluate the status for running the status from outside. You can run this. You say ask right, like if you give mongo eval dot rs dot status. Whoa. So it will give the output from outside.
Mm-hmm.
That that's it for today's class. I have covered the replica section, how to configure, how to failover, how to resync. These things have been covered in today's class. So yeah. Mm, Also journal. You need to remove the journal folder. If it is exist means you need to delete the journal folder as well. And after that only you need to resync and you need to check with the key files are in place. So these are the things before you going to delete any data directory and you are doing to do the full sync. You need to take care of these things and all. You need to check the data directory is correct and you need to check the key files are in place. Everything you need to check, and then only you need to restart that. and it will take depend upon the size, like less than 1 GB, it will be few minutes. Like these people be there, and rs dot status, normally the status. If the data is in recovery, like the data is in restoration phase, means some data is getting loading to the secondary, it's in restoring, like in mongo SQL server and all, we are having the restoring state, right?
Yeah.
Same like that, here we will be having recovering, and it is synchronized. This here it is secondary, it will show us secondary. So that's
Mm-hmm.
all the today's class regarding replica set. So still starting is alone pending, and next class I will try to cover the MongoDB compass, and also starting I will try, but yeah, I will try my best to cover the starting part. Otherwise, I will teach you the what are the problemized things happens in case of STRAD, and how to enable the STRADing, and what are the steps over there. I will give you in a documented manner.
Okay, okay. And also one request, please, this troubleshootings, if you can have some, especially like 10 to 15 questions, what are the troubleshooting steps for this one crashed one, and suppose this
I have
happens.
mentioned this in the documentation.
Mm-hmm, okay.
If you go through the document, it will be clear. I have given the step by step. What are the consideration you need to give? In step down also, I have given like which node you need to do the step down, and how you need to do the step down. So in case of
No, no,
asking
no,
the,
not only this one. I'm saying, okay, for each topic, like installation, some logs, errors we are getting. This is the error we'll get,
but
and this is
I'm
the
not sure
feedback.
right. So like sometimes some error will come. So based upon the error, we can Google. So I have done the fresh installation. I have done the fresh configuration, everything. So in this also, I have faced the error. So I have faced the error. So I have logged in and I have mentioned this. Like most probably in installation and all, we won't be getting any issues. We can do the friendly installation, and upgradation also the same. If we give update, if we install the package and if we give update, means it will get update automatically. So there won't be any major thing. So yeah.
Okay.